Hey everyone, and welcome back to Stunlight Media. Who is Boddie? If you want to know about him in detail, make sure to stick to the end. In 2010, Boddie painted the Camaro Royal Blue with orange racing stripes, and with the support of his father, his favorite uncle Ronnie, family, friends, and the city of San Francisco, Boddie decided to pursue racing full-time and started Team Boddie Racing. A pivotal moment in Boddie's career was in 2012 when he followed his father's footsteps and bought his current car, a 1963 Nova. Since this time, Boddie's driving skills have placed him alongside the top-rated drivers in street racing and have allowed him to leave his mark on grudge racetracks all across the U.S., including Georgia, Texas, Nevada, and of course, his home state of California. Jermaine Boddie's, aka Boddie, driving skills has placed him alongside the top-rated drivers in street racing and have allowed him to leave his mark on grudge racetracks all across the U.S. In 2014, Boddie hosted his first annual grudge race, No Excuses, which brought out drivers from all over California and almost 1,000 spectators. Soon, his immeasurable driving skills, good heart, and charismatic personality caught the attention of the hit television show Street Outlaws, on which he represented California with his Nova against Daddy Dave. Boddie's Discovery Channel debut was followed by a race against Birdman of Texas on the street racing television show House of Grudge. In 2017, Boddie made a return appearance on the 2017 season finale of Street Outlaws as a part of Team Cali. Boddie, with his race team, Team Boddie Racing, continues to make a mark on the street and drag racing scenes. Now, each year, Team Boddie Racing is proud to welcome hundreds of racers and thousands of spectators to Team Boddie events scattered throughout the West Coast and beyond. The bottom line is, Team Boddie events are where the fastest drivers in the country come to get it on. And Team Boddie Racing is coming with a vengeance, so look for the Team Boddie logo and cars at grudge races near you. Although Team Boddie has most recently become a household name through the street racing circuit, its roots can be traced to the 60s. In the 60s, in the Bayview district of San Francisco, fast cars and street races became a staple in the Boddie family tradition. The need for speed was evident when Kenny started racing in the very first car he owned, a 1956 Buick Roadmaster. Although it wasn't the fastest, Kenny would take on anyone that wanted a race. Although he and Ronnie didn't always win, their outgoing personalities, fearlessness, and genuine love for the sport drew people in. Soon, there wasn't a street race that took place in San Francisco area without the presence of Kenny and Ronnie Boddie. Eventually, these brothers owned the fastest cars in the city. Their repertoire included a multitude of cars, including a 1968 GTO, a 1968 Firebird, a 1968 Roadrunner, a 1969 Charger, a 1970 Roadrunner, 4 1955 Chevys, a 1963 Nova, and the famous black and blue 1968 Camaro. Jermaine Boddie's introduction to racing. During the 70s and 80s, at almost every race, you could guarantee you would see the Boddie kids. Collectively, Kenny and Ronnie had 10 kids, and you can bet that they were the biggest fans. The biggest fans of them all was Jermaine Boddie, Kenny's third youngest son. Just like his dad, Jermaine started racing any car he could get his hands on. Before he was even old enough to drive, he was calling out people, threatening to beat them in a race. While pursuing his love of basketball in college, Jermaine was nicknamed Boddie. Although Boddie loved playing basketball, he had to follow his heart. So, at 19 years of age, he saved enough money to buy his very first race car, a 1970 Nova. But 3 years later, nothing compared to the moment when his father, Kenny, gave him the last race car he owned, the famous 1968 black and blue Camaro. That's all we know about Boddie. If we've missed something, let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to leave a like to the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.